It's time.
UK Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Welcome all. And now Dallas' starting group. P.J. Washington out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Irving in at point guard. And for Boston, the perimeter pairing. It's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the 1. Irving, the pass to Gafford. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Here's Tatum after the basket by Dallas. Knocked loose. Stolen by Gafford. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. And it's Irving missing. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Here's White. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
So much control from White in the mid-range.
And, Coach, you look at Derek White. Maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Irving with a deep 3. Dallas no good that time either. Outside Porzingis. And the shot goes.
Well, the veteran floor general Holiday is a fantastic distributor. Someone that understands how to involve his teammates.
Thompson with it. Now guarded by Brown. White against Davis. Pass to Washington. Three-pointer. On target from range.
Washington. Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. We spoke about Kyrie Irving and what the most challenging thing about defending him is, and he told me, quote, just how creative he is when he's handling the ball. We want to keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, even if it means sending double teams occasionally. We'll see if this game plan works out for them, guys. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
They don't come much easier than that. Irving always putting the ball right on the money.
Here's Tatum. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Washington. It doesn't go for him.
They conceded the points to him, and he couldn't take advantage. That miss might stick with him.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Irving, the pass to Thompson. And finished off by Davis.
And you love how effortless Davis makes this look. Rising up for an alley-oop like it's nothing.
Left side, Porzingis. Outside, Brown. Pass to Holiday. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Boston shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. No good on that one. And he's good on the second. At the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Dallas on top, leading by just 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Mavericks.
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
So the Mavericks 5 right now. They've got Spencer Dinwiddie. Najee Marshall is out there with Davis. Then it's Williams, and it's Lively in at center. Wide open look. Marshall with the bucket. Marshall's got his first points of the night.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Holiday. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Tatum brings a double team. Lively passes to Davis. And he elevates for the jam. Jason Tatum on the receiving end.
And that's unbelievable. Davis sky high doing his thing.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And he gets it to go.
And when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
And Boston calls time here. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
They get it back.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
A minute and a half left in the first half of basketball. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting to double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Exum outside, fires the three. Tatum pulls it in. Celtics trail by 4. Here's White. Davis with the block.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender. Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half.
With the score, the Celtics. The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They led by 2 after the first. Scoring-wise, they broke it. And that wraps up the halftime show.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. A fantastic game from Anthony Davis in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives.
The tandem on the perimeter, White and Tatum. Torrey Craig out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. And that one good.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
Here's Craig. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard, and guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions. Those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Christie's checked in for Thompson.
First team foul. Checking in for the Mavericks.
Here's Irving. He's scoreless. Pass to Christie. The putback. It's hauled in by White.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Here's Pritchard for the lead. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Well, a chance to check out the stats for Jason Tatum. And Dallas making a change here. Williams is checked in. 1:51 left in the third quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got his first 2 points.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And Boston calls time here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Christie's shot is off. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 2-point game. Here's Pritchard. Williams defending. Outside Tatum. Here's Pritchard. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Cornette's checked in for Porzingis. Horford comes in for Craig. Hauser, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for White. And Dallas with a change here too. Marshall, he's checked in for Davis. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dinwiddie comes in for Christie.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Ooh, Brown delivers the teardrop.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Check out Dinwiddie's hops. He certainly caught the defense by surprise there.
A deep 3. And Horford gets it to go. Horford's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
It could go. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going.
28, the Mavericks.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the court right now for the Mavericks. Washington and Lively down low. Kyrie Irving out there with Thompson. And it's Marshall in at the 3. Brown, that's good.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Pass to Marshall. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
We highlight Thompson's scoring often, but right there, just a great read to get it to the open teammate.
Hauser can't get it to go.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Irving. Brown with the block. Holiday against Thompson.
2 minutes remaining.
Out to Horford.
2 minutes.
Back to Holiday. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Thompson. And there's 1:45 left to play in the fourth quarter. And Irving gets it to go.
A huge part of Kyrie's game. He's so good at capitalizing from outside.
Here's Horford. Lively grabs a miss.
After clawing their way back in, that was a chance to even things up.
Yeah, that could be deflating. They have to lock back in.
Washington's shot is good.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Here's Hauser. And that one's good.
What a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Time called here. The Mavericks decide to talk it over. They're leading by 2. 1:20 left in the fourth quarter. All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And it's easy to see why they keep getting it to him. He keeps getting after it on the offensive end and putting in that work. He's been getting good looks and shooting the ball efficiently all night.
Gafford, he's checked in for Dallas. Anthony Davis comes in for Marshall. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. White against Thompson. White, the pass to Porzingis. Oh, Porzingis getting it down inside.
Well, you see the trust they have in Porzingis. Timely basket.
Oh, it's stolen away. Here's White. Yes!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And it's Irving missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Cash.
Look, Tatum draws so much attention. Someone's bound to be open.
And Irving has got the ball here for Dallas. Looking to end the run. And it's in. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
And this is his time. Kyrie loves the clutch moments. We've seen him do it.
Count it.
Huge points from Porzingis. With his massive size, I like going to him.
Time called here. The Mavericks decide to talk it over. They're losing by 4. 27 seconds left to play in the fourth. Hauser, he's checked in for Boston.
For the Celtics, Sam Hauser.
The 3 from Thompson. Second chance effort. Boston with a rebound. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
The Celtics making a switch here. Craig's checked in. And Boston calls time here. They're leading by 4. There's 21 seconds left in the final quarter.
Entertainment.
Here are the Celtics with the ball. They lead by 4. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second.
Well, talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
Oh, gets the three to fall. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
He gets the first, and that makes it a three-point lead.
Well, it's so impressive how Jason Tatum has just continued to strengthen his game. He's a star who isn't easily satisfied by his own play and always wants to do more.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
And it's Washington missing, and an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Daniel Gafford. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5.
Peyton Pritchard at the line for 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. 5 ticks left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Davis. Can't get it to fall, so we see Boston get the win here. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on Juke.